welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. With me are Eric Harris and Steve Lyons. And Steve, this is still anyone's series as we get ready for Game 5.
Well, and now you can see they're down 3-1, so we're in that classic must-win territory now. They're going to need to win 3 straight to take the series. But as a player, you really can't think that way. It's time for that old baseball cliche. You got to take them 1 game at a time, and that definitely applies right here and now.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci. So now let's take a look at Joe Girardi's lineup for the visiting Yankees. Steve, what's the key to them earning a World Series berth here in hostile territory?
I'll tell you what, this team has their ace on the mound, so it's probably not going to take a whole lot of offense to get a win for them.
Jared Weaver is charged with keeping their hopes alive on the mound here in the League Championship Series. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, remember, he's not a lot of fun to face because he's got 5 pitches. As a hitter, you got to worry about the ball coming in, moving away, the speed. He's a lot to handle when you're up at the plate.
Ben Revere heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Ben Revere.
Underway this evening as the first pitch is taken for strike 1 as we get started right on time at 7:05 p.m. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
At the very least, he's showing some patience here to start the ball game. And that'll be important for him as we move along tonight.
Hit out towards second, fielded by Rutledge. Low throw, and he can't handle the short hop.
In the second spot tonight.
Into the box, Josh Harrison. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Weaver comes set. Here's the first pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate, Rusty Valentine.
Yeah, Rusty Valentine. What a great name. Besides that, he's known for being pretty spot on when it comes to calling pitches on the corners. If he misses one, it's usually up or down.
Keeping particularly close tabs on him. The 0-1 on its way. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Back goes Trout. He tracks it down. A nice running play, and there's one away.
Oh, I think he might have gotten into that home run trot a little early. Off the bat, I think he thought that this was out of here, but winds up just shy of the wall out there in dead center field.
Brandon Moss gets his first opportunity now. Runner at first with 1 gone.
Yeah, it's a little unfortunate that the number 2 guy couldn't at least move that leadoff man into scoring position. And that makes it a little...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end. Well, here's a look now at the Angels starting lineup. How do they go about staying alive in this one, Steve?
Well, I think what they need is a little bit more consistency from the middle of that order. They need production with runners in scoring position.
And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at the Yankees defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, over at shortstop in this one, we'll see an arm that you don't see very often. He has a cannon. He's the type of guy, he could kick the ball, boot it, still pick it up, and get the runner at first.
Eric Ibar will stand in, and this pitching staff has kept his bat silent throughout the series so far.
Yeah, just 2 hits for him so far, but you got to figure he's due. I don't think they're going to hold him down all series long.
Into the seats, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. And Ibar swings through that one as he falls behind here. 0-2 now.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty darn good job against him in this series.
Oh, and Ibar swings and misses, and he's set down for out number 1.
And that changeup's not really a pitch you can sit on with 2 strikes. Because if he gives you that fastball, you'll be an hour late on it. That's a great job of not showing that pitch until he was ready to punch him out.
Rafael Valenzuela will dig in now, and he's picked the wrong time of year for his bat to go silent.
Yeah, just 1 hit in the series so far for him, and they're going to have to get more out of his bat. But he's got to make sure he doesn't press up there, or that average is going to continue to go south.
And with 2 away, here's a look at our updated playoff brackets. And the question on everyone's mind is, will we be able to punch our first ticket to the World Series after tonight's ball game? Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. 0-1, here it comes. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Angels turned away in the first. We've played an inning in Anaheim with no score. Carlos Santana will get his shot now. Great power numbers during the regular season. Still searching for that first home run in the postseason, however.
And these guys really need him to start producing because it seems like pitchers have the upper hand in the postseason. You're always facing the other team's best. And they've pretty well neutralized him all October long.
Settling in now, Daniel Descalso, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And Weaver's ready. Here comes the first pitch. Grounded up the first baseline. Fielded cleanly by Pujols. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now. Starlin Castro into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. Hit hard to short, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Yeah, just a nice job of hitting that time. You can see he's got a strong top hand there, and he just hooks this one into the hole for a 2-out single.
Outside with the fastball, that's 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. No score here as we play inning number 2. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Hit hard on the ground to second. Rutledge is there. Throw to Pujols is going to be in time, and the inning is over. Left for the Yankees. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Cole Calhoun will dig in here, and it's been a series to forget for him so far as you see the numbers there.
And with these guys just 1 game away from going home, he may not have too many more opportunities to turn things around. He's got to make every at-bat count from here on out.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure.
Not too sure how you take that one on 0-2.
Yeah, not too sure how you call it a ball either.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Josh Hamilton will get a shot here, and he's looking to get off the schneid. Hitless in the series so far.
And he's an important guy to get going. If they're going to have any chance in this series, he really needs to start getting a little more involved.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Bottom of the second here with no score. And he misses again. 2-0.
And this is all about handling a guy like this with kid gloves. Walk him if you have to, but Don't let him be the one to beat you.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. There's the cold strike he was looking for. 2-2 now.
Yeah, it's hard to look for a changeup there, especially when a guy's got a good live fastball.
Still 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Got him.
Well, it's been something of a strikeout fest here to start this game off. Already 4 strikeouts now in the first 5 batters. Now, that's going to be a tough pace to keep up.
David Freese will get a chance here, and you see the numbers for the series. He just has not gotten going yet.
Now, and if they're going to get back in this series, they're going to need him to get back in the groove because this pitching staff has buried him so far.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Wow, he is spotting that fastball on a dime here early on.
2 out, nobody on. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up. Yan Gomes is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
The catcher, number 13, Yan Gomes.
Out in front of it, strike 1. Weaver looks in. 0-1 on its way. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
And, you know, pitching's a lot more than just velocity. You know, this guy, he's living proof. If you hit your spots, change speeds, you can get guys out with an 87, 88 mile an hour fastball, and he did it right there.
A little bouncer, but it gets foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. Hit back toward the mound. A bare hand by Rutledge. Got him.
No way. That was awesome. And, you know, sometimes these guys make it look so easy, we forget how difficult it is to make a play like that. Not only did he barehand this ball, but he also made a sweet throw on the run over to first base. So often you'll see a guy airmail or short hop a throw like that because of the bad grip you have on the ball. But not in this case. That's a nice play.
And he will get there to make the running play, and Josh Rutledge will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
Hot shot down the line. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
Maybe these guys are going to start getting a little more aggressive here early in the count. This is the first pitch of the inning, and he's on base here to kick things off.
Albert Pujols is at the plate as he watches ball 1, and he thought to bunting here with the number 8 hitter up there.
Well, I'm more of a National League guy, so I'd maybe think about it, but in the American League, you just don't see it used all that often.
And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Boy, that's a good take there. I don't think I could have laid off that one.
And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out. So there's the first out here in the Angels' third. And standing in now, the catcher, Chris Iannetta. That's yanked into the stands. Strike 1. Squared that one up just a little late. A pause and the 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. 0-2, here it comes. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. So this is pulled in by the shortstop.
That's the hardest hit ball he's had all series, and he's still looking for that first hit, but it didn't work out for him here.
Eric Ibar is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Pulled toward right center field. Ellsbury is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. More on tap from Game 5 after this. Josh Harrison is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Iannetta is in his tracks now. A quick out number 1.
Now batting.
Brandon Moss will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the 4th inning. 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
2 really close pitches to kick off this at bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with 2 good takes.
Lifted the other way to left center. Hamilton is camped under this one. And that's out number 2.
Well, very quickly, 5 pitches and 2 outs here in the 4th. So those are the kind of innings you love to have if you plan on working deep into a ball game.
Carlos Santana will come in now with 2 away, and I've got to say it may be about time to start taking a pitch or 2.
Yeah, I mean, he is just running right through these guys. They've been getting themselves out left and right. He's hardly even broken a sweat out there.
Will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. Rafael Valenzuela is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
Swing and a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. Descalzo retreats to the outfield grass, and he has it for round number 1.
Just coasting right along here. Gets another pop-up, and look, he's barely breaking a sweat out there.
Mike Trout is in for the 2nd time now as he looks at a ball inside. 1-0. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the 2nd out.
Right fielder number 56.
Striding into the box, Cole Calhoun. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Right 3 called, and the inning is over. Angels are gone in order. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. Daniel Descalzo will stand in to lead things off here, and his guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront. And this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
Here's Weaver back at it now as the first pitch is swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now. Do you even bother with anything else here?
No, I sure wouldn't. As a hitter, you're thinking, look for fastball, adjust for an off-speed pitch. And so far in this at-bat, he hasn't made any adjustments.
The batter, number 14.
Digging in, Starlin Castro. He reached on a single in his first try. Weaver gets the sign. First pitch on its way. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in their knee high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
Hot shot on the ground is short. And a throw to Pujols is in time for the second out.
The batter,
Charlie Blackmon will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
And he'll miss the target away with a fastball. It's 1-0.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
Chopped at the plate. That's a foul ball. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Trout on the run. And that's the third out. 1-2-3 go the Bombers. Josh Hamilton comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the fifth.
Absolutely nothing going on in this game so far, so we'll see if the leadoff man can get something going.
Moss is there, and it takes just one pitch to retire the leadoff man in the home half of the fifth.
Wow, he's using that fastball to devastating effect out there now. He gets another out here. That's 7 in a row now he's set down.
David Freese comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
Well, you see his pitch count on your screen right there. That's not a mistake. He's been loving those first pitch outs. That's for sure.
And Castro will put this one away for route number 2.
Now batting.
Well, usually when you get guys to pop up, means that you've got them off balance. And he's been able to mix things up all night long.
Here comes the first pitch. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. For short, hit hard. Descalzo scoops it up. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Angels go down 1-2-3. 6th inning coming up. Still zip, zip. Yan Gomes will start things out for the Yankees here in their half of the 6th. Weaver into the windup. Here's the first pitch. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
On a hole now as he swings and misses at a pitch in the dirt, and it's 1-2 now.
Yeah, and he's really getting over the top of that curveball.
This is hit high and deep out to left. Looking up is Hamilton. And this one is gone. A home run. A solo shot here to left. His first homer here in the series as the Yankees will grab a 1-0 lead.
And about the only silver lining to this one from a defensive standpoint is the fact that it came with the bases empty leading off an inning. So you can survive it when this guy's hitting just solo shots. It's when he's doing his damage with 2 or 3 guys on base that things can really get out of hand in a hurry.
Up next for the Yankees.
Into the box now, Jacoby Ellsbury. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Hit well on the ground to first. And a sliding attempt at first, but this sneaks by him, a base hit.
Yeah, that's definitely a hit all the way, but let's check out the attempt here at first base. I think maybe if he stretches out, he could have knocked this ball down, but instead, you see that ball get on him just a little too quickly there as he gives it the sliding effort. I think that ball was headed for right field all the way.
Lined back over second. In there, a base hit.
And you can see the pitching coach heading for the mound, and this is nothing more than just trying to reassure your guy and give him a chance to compose himself. And he's been great so far, so there's no reason to think that he can't work out of this.
Josh Harrison will dig in. 0 for 2. He's flied out and popped out so far.
Just getting under it right now. See if he can make an adjustment and keep that top hand strong this time.
This is hit softly to third, but gloved by the third baseman for the out. Brandon Moss will stand in. He flew out his last time up. And there's a fastball to begin the at-bat as Weaver gets ahead.
And these guys already have one home run here in the inning, and now you get to the real power guys here. So you need to be careful.
Hit hard toward the right side. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
You think he was looking for a fastball there? I think he was. That's about as hard a hit ball as you're going to see, and he was right on that one.
First offering on its way. Liner toward right center, and that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's a 3-0 game.
Oh, just a great approach there to get him an RBI on the base hit. And with the way their guys throwing the ball, 3 runs might be enough to do it.
Now here comes Angels manager Mike Scioscia on his way to the mound, and it looks like that's going to do it for Jared Weaver. So he'll depart after 5 1/3 innings of work and with no shot to win the decision. Edward Mujica will come on and try to get out of this mess here as there are 2 on with only 1 away. Daniel Descalso will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
Now batting,
Starlin Castro will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
Drives it out to deep right center field. Trout going back on it, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. 1 run scores. And a relay to the plate. And Ionetta's tag is not going to be in time as the run comes in to score. And he'll be tagged out as he got caught between third and home. Charlie Blackmon will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Lifted the other way out to left center. Hamilton's after it. He makes the play. A great catch on the run to retire the side. 9 men come to the plate, however. 5 of them score. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 6. The Yankees lead it 5-0. Albert Pujols will step forward now to lead things off, and after that last half inning, his guys are going to have some work to do.
Yeah, those 5-run innings are tough to bounce back from, but there's still time. They don't need to panic. They just need to focus on getting a few guys on base here.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
And if he's had any postseason jitters, he hasn't shown them to me.
No, he's been outstanding so far.
And he misses with it, 1-1. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
And this is where a guy who's been around a long time knows, hey, we're not going to make up the difference with just one swing. It's going to take base runners. So that's a good job of being really patient at the plate.
Lays off the changeup, and he's ahead in the count now, 3-1.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
And the count will be full. And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
First walk he's given up so far, and when you combine that with just one hit, it's not hard to see why these guys are having a lot of trouble scoring runs.
Chris Iannetta stands in for the second time. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
And, Matt, you know what? It's always a little frustrating when you square one up, you hit a solid live drive somewhere, and all you get to show for it is a nice little jog right back to the dugout. That can get in your head a little bit after a while.
First delivery to him on the way. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Revere is under it. 1 away.
Well, the only good news that comes out of this at-bat is that he stayed out of the double play. Other than that, this at-bat really didn't achieve a whole lot.
Eric Ibar will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch on its way. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Not in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Hit to short, right to him. Here's Castro for 1. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. Angels go quietly there. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Back here at Angel Stadium of Anaheim. It's on to the 7th now in game number 5. But before the inning gets underway, let's fill you in on what's happened with our game summary. Vinny Pistano is on the pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7. And a feeble swing that time. It's 0-1. And now we see a right-hander up and throwing in the Angel bullpen. Hit hard down the line, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Now a ball hit fouled off to the right side, and that just about got the first base coach. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Jacoby Ellsbury will dig in, 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. First pitch coming, here it is. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. And a swing and a miss there by Ellsbury as he's down 0-2 now.
Just overmatched him there.
Line toward right center. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3.
Now batting.
Digging in, Ben Revere. He singled his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. Hamilton is over now, and he puts this one away in foul territory, and there are 2 men out. Josh Harrison will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
And again, a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. And this is off the glove of Iannetta. It gets away. But fortunately here, no advance. Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. This one's flared toward left center. Ibar onto the grass. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Yanks leave 1, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Rafael Valenzuela will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. And we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. Swing and a miss on the heater, and it's 2-1.
If I didn't know any better, I think this was his first inning out there. He's still throwing the ball with a lot of velocity.
In there, and it's even now, 2-2.
Oh, another good pitch there. I'm not sure he's thrown a bad slider tonight. Every one of them has had a ton of movement.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch, it's strike 1.
You know, when I watch Mike Trout and I see the speed and the power, it reminds me of Mickey Mantle. And whatever you do, don't give him something down in the zone to hit. He loves the ball down.
One pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2. Might want to stay away from that pitch in the foreseeable future.
Yeah, well, whatever that was, he's lucky to get another chance.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Well, you mentioned pitching to Trout low in the zone. It's become fairly well known if you're going to do it, you better do it on the first pitch.
Yeah, no question, because he's famous for taking the first pitch in almost every at-bat. And I don't think I'd test him, Matty. He's scary at all times with a bat in his hand. Yeah, and guys, there's a look at his line through the first few innings. Pretty dominant so far. Just the second hit he's allowed tonight, and the first one didn't wind up hurting him at all. So we'll see if he can get out of this inning as well.
Now to the plate, Cole Calhoun. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
and he was absolutely frozen with a good fastball. So let's see if he's a little more aggressive on that pitch this time.
And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike two. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. This is well struck, high and deep toward the left field corner. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. Trying to strike him out for the third time. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. Making the play here is Harrison, and there are 2 away now.
He continues to pitch well out there. Here's his pitch breakdown so far.
Hamilton.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Josh Hamilton. He flew out in his last at-bat. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
He's done a really good job of kind of getting ahead of hitters here by throwing first pitch strikes to 70% of the batters he's faced, and that's why he's doing so well.
Way outside, nearly to the backstop, 2-1. All the way here to start the at-bat.
And that's fine, but you can't be afraid to work inside. You can jam this guy, get him to roll over something. You don't have to strike him out.
Double-barreled action in the Yankee bullpen now. A lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. Taken high and deep to right. Back goes Moss. Still going back. But he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. And the run will score all the way from first. That makes it a 5-1 contest. David Freese will stand in. He flew out his last time up. A swinging bunt to the mound. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Angels strike for a run on the double by Hamilton. We'll march on to the 8th. It's now a 5-1 ball game. Brandon Moss comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
Brandon Moss.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Launched to right field and deep. Back goes Calhoun, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And a very quick start to the inning here. It's a first pitch double.
I'll tell you, this is not a bad pitch location-wise. It's down and away, and he still nearly knocks this ball out of the park. That's a testament to how good a hitter he is, that he could swing at a pitch that would give most guys fits and still drive it for 2 bases.
Here's Carlos Santana now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away. Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our 2 starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. Daniel Descalzo is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. 1-1. 5-1 our score as we play the 8th. One and two now as that one's fouled off. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And the one thing this guy will do, he won't give away at-bats. He may not be the most talented guy on the field, but he'll grind you up there.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Calhoun has a play. 2 gone. Getting late here in Southern California. 8th inning with the Yankees leading this one over the host Angels as you get a look at our line score thus far. He's set. Here it comes. Lifted in the air out to right. Calhoun moves over, and that retires the side. 1 left for the Yankees. They're up 5-1. Leading off the inning, Josh Rutledge, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
First pitch of the at-bat. Chop foul right at home plate at strike 1. And a pitch up and in, keeping him honest. 1-1. A funny thing happened on the way to his shutout in the last inning. Any surprise that he's back out there for the 8th?
Well, if it's me, I think I let the bullpen try and take me home, but...
Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him. Albert Pujols stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip. Here comes Yankee manager Joe Girardi on his way to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. Albert Pujols will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
1 run on 3 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
And he's having a rough go of it so far. His second strikeout of the ball game. You can see him gesturing that he thinks that pitch was outside, but you know, I think once he gets a look at it in the clubhouse, he'll probably change his tune.
Chris Iannetta is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. The 0-1 delivery. And Iannetta can't come up with that one as he swings through it for strike 2 now. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Boy, he just dominated that at-bat right there. You want to see a power pitcher go right through a guy? This is a 3-pitch see you later right here. Have a seat.
Here's the first pitch to him. On the ground to the left side. Harrison has it. He'll send it on to Castro at second, and the inning is over. Fernando Salas will come on now to start the ninth inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the ninth. Charlie Blackmon will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Designated hitter, Charlie Blackmon.
Grounded back up the middle. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway. Yan Gomes comes forward as he'll try to replicate what he did back in the sixth, that being a home run, of course. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Trout calls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out.
Oh, you can definitely feel and tell that it's October out there. There's a little bit of moisture in the air. Here, this ball sounded pretty good off the bat, and you wonder if it would have been a different story if it was mid-July out there.
From the stretch. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
He did not like that one bit. Now, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
1-2, here it comes. 1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice, it's 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. Tapped out in front of home. Throw over to Pujols at first. He'll take care of him to end the inning. Nothing doing here this half. 2, 3, and 4 set to kick off the bottom of the ninth. It's the Yankees 5 and the Angels 1. Rafael Valenzuela will be the one to start things off, with his guys needing a ninth inning rally here if this series is going to make it to a game 6. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. This man out for a second inning of work, and why not? He set him down 1-2-3 the last time around.
Right, and with 2 strikeouts mixed in there as well. Just let him keep going.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
Ready with the 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
Well, out of the bullpen, he's faced 4, struck out 3. That's what you want from your relievers. You want them to come in and go right after guys. And that's just what they've done.
Ryan Cook will come on here hoping to get the final 2 outs and put this one into the win column.
Ryan Cook.
Mike Trout will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1. Now look out as this is whistled foul off to the right side. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now.
Well, what's the best way to make sure that cleanup guy doesn't get to hit with runners on base? How about back-to-back strikeouts? That'll do the job.
Cole Calhoun will stand in, and their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
And this is going to be a foul ball in amongst the spectators. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes.
And sure enough, the Yankees are once again American League champions.
But this is really a great moment for these guys. They are the American League champions, and now they're going to get a shot to play for the ultimate prize, a chance at winning a World Series.
Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he really pitched well. He ran
Yankees
into a few
going back to the
problems here and
Fall
there along
Classic.
the way, but aside from that, he was definitely a difference maker out there.
Quiet here in Anaheim.
For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been the AL Championship Series on MLB The Show.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious Yankees. 5 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Angels, 1 run on 3 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base.